have been known to use up to 45,000 LED light bulbs. Now that's on par with the number of bulbs on New York's Rockefeller Center tree. And when they're displayed on a typical residential front lawn, concentrated in an area about 1,000 square feet, such a powerful nighttime light source can produce illuminance of up to 1,800 lux. Think about it, that's almost twice as bright as the visible sunshine on an overcast day. But don't worry about melting the snow. Despite this brightness, LED lights operate on average at just 1 degree above the ambient temperature, so they won't melt your snow-covered front lawn. But while their impact on the environment is minimal, LED Christmas lights can actually affect the human body, meaning they can keep you awake. Such excessive exposure to light during the nighttime can suppress sleeping hormones like melatonin by up to 50%. This can raise nighttime blood pressure by 20 points, which can be similar to the effect from drinking 3 cups of coffee. That's why you're awake. But elaborate Christmas displays can make you feel better. For example, they contribute to the production of serotonin. That's the neurotransmitter governing our sense of happiness. And during the holiday season, production of serotonin actually increases anyway in up to 45% of all Americans.
So hopefully you're enjoying the lights and having a Merry Christmas. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas to you and your family this morning.
Yeah, maybe you're doing some brunch. You've got the bacon on the stove. Well, make sure you join us. We're back in less than 2 minutes.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, overcast, high 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, slight chance of a rain shower, low 68. Winds northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, cloudy with showers, high 79. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
The presents, family, the Christmas holiday is here, and for most of the country, you couldn't ask for better weather.
You couldn't, for most. Some areas, though, dealing with the wind and the snow this holiday season. Maybe you want the snow, but maybe not the wind.
Right, some problems out there, and that's because of Winter Storm Eris. We're going to have the timing of the snowmaker and who could see nearly a foot of snow on this Christmas day.
And maybe not a foot of snow, but we want to wish a good morning to you where it will be snowing in Salt Lake City. And if you look closely, you can see some of the flakes coming down.
How about that? Last hour we didn't get it, now we've got it. Thank you, Salt Lake City, for giving us a little taste of Christmas this morning.
And we're going to break down how much, how long, next on Weather Center Live. Thank you for joining us on this Christmas morning. I'm Chris Warren.
And I'm Alex Wilson. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and hope you've had a great morning so far.
That's right, and we are dealing with some mild air for most of the country. It's relative because it's cold if you go outside.
Yeah.
But not as cold as it could be.
Exactly. When we talk about colder than average, it's still December, so keep in mind those averages are chilly. Salt Lake City, one of the places that Santa is delivering a white Christmas to. We've got snow falling right now. You can see low visibilities around the Salt Lake City area because we don't see much past those few buildings we see here in the foreground. Snow showers will continue to fall throughout the day. Chris is going to break down what we're watching for and just how much we'll see from Winter Storm Eris.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at right now. Winter Storm Eris bringing that snow. We just saw it on the live camera in Salt Lake City, little snowflakes coming down. And this is what it looks like on the radar. You saw a few of the flakes, not a lot. So you're in the lighter range of the snow. The darker range, that's the heavier snow. And so you're seeing that around Ogden, just to the west of Ogden right now. Bountiful, you're going to be dealing with more snow as well. Salt Lake City, snow throughout the day. There'll be some breaks in there, and you can kind of time that out by when you see showers on this. So 3 and 7, somewhere in that area is where you're going to see a little bit of a break. But it's not super cold. Temperatures right at just below the freezing mark. So right in that marginal range. Here's the area of low pressure helping to instigate that. And it's right over northern Utah right now. And as this jet stream dives down, as it digs down with this low moving around, we're going to be dealing still with that snow through the rest of the weekend into the first part of the weekend. So through the weekend, you're going to see these areas. Some areas outside of this will have a chance for some snow as well. We're going to talk about that right now. This is a look. Outside of that area, you can see there's a little stretch there that extends into Minnesota. And we're going to watch kind of that shifts a little bit to the north, a little bit to the south, because that's what can happen with this sort of a situation here. And as we look at the snow through tomorrow, still going to see that chance all the way from Colorado and New Mexico all the way up to parts of the extreme northwest part of Wisconsin. And as far as totals go, a lot, close to a foot in some of the mountains. Alex?
Well, Christmas Eve was messy in parts of the Northeast. Heavy rains caused some major flooding in Delaware. This is in Millsboro, where rain caused a nearby bay to overflow. The city recorded more than an inch of rainfall on Christmas Eve. So maybe didn't get you into the holiday spirit per se, but at least things are getting better now. Boston, you're looking at clouds at this point. We've seen rain showers around the Boston area, but even those moving out, and you'll see the sunshine by the afternoon. So let's talk about the better story for the Northeast. Christmas Eve, I know, was miserable. You had to go to those church services in the rain in many spots, and now that heaviest rain is moving on out. We've got a few returns still out on the Cape, but for the most part, parts of Massachusetts drying out. Boston into tonight, you've got the sunshine peeking out. Skies stay clear through the evening and overnight, but winds will be an issue. Notice those winds, 20, even 22 miles per hour through the early and mid-afternoon. Could see gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour. So those gusts will be strong around Boston. Watch the kids if they're heading outside to play with some of the toys, you know, the Nerf guns, things like that. Might have to be chasing those things around. And if you have the inflatable decorations out on your front yard, really make sure they're tied down, or better yet, just bring them in so you don't have to chase them around the neighborhood, because those winds are going to be gusty. Up into parts of Maine, we still have the rain, but notice even Bangor and Portland will see the sunshine as we get towards the mid and late afternoon. Evening hours and overnight, mainly clear across the Northeast, with lows tonight into the 30s. Tomorrow morning, the sun comes up and we see lots of it from Bangor all the way down towards New York City. Boston, sunshine for your Friday and for your Saturday, and those winds finally relax as well, Chris.
Alex, we know 2 powerful tornadoes tore across Mississippi on Tuesday of this week, leaving almost 20 miles of damage between the two of them. And now we're starting to hear the incredible stories of those who survived. Here's NBC's Jacob Rascone.
This is easily the worst day of Martha Hall's 84-year life. Not even her cane survived.
I was sitting right here.
She was about to deliver Christmas pies when her SUV took a direct hit.
Everything hitting the car and looked like I was trying to take it up off the ground, and everything just rocking and shaking. I bowed down. I remember that, my head like this, and I was just saying, help us, take care of us, take care of us. And he did.
All 6 homes and 3 businesses on Martha's block are no more.
I was standing right over here.
Across the street, Jeff Pennington and 7 coworkers had just finished eating dinner at their Christmas party when they spotted the tornado.
There was just no time to do anything, really. It just hit the floor. Everything seemed like it was about to blow, and it literally did. The roof came off, the ceiling came out.
More than 100 homes and businesses now damaged or destroyed. The collapsing structures killing 4 adults, injuring many others, and prompting Governor Phil Bryant to declare states of emergency in 2 counties.
Our hearts go out to the families of these, particularly at this time of year.
It's not new for Mississippi, but it's new for Martha.
I don't have no plans at all. Nothing. I don't know what was going to happen.
Who, despite losing everything just before Christmas, found a reason to give thanks.
Thank you, God, you spared our lives. Because ain't no way we could have made it without him to protect us.
And the thing is, when you talk to people after something like that, it puts things into perspective, and you hear that a lot when you talk to people. They're some of the most thankful people, thankful to be alive.
You lose everything, but as you said, you then take a moment back and think about what's important. All right, well, switching gears back to snow. Only area east of the Rockies with snow on the ground for Christmas is the Great Lakes.
How much more snow? That's what we're going to tackle coming up, and how much longer the snow is going to hang around.
This program brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event is here, now through January 5th.
And then Santa's workers zapped it right to our house. And that's how they got it here.
Cool.
The magic of the season is here at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. This is the pursuit of perfection.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
At Intel, they have technology you can control with gestures. Like now, she's flying a spaceship to Mars.
We're flying a plane to Detroit.
Intel. This is where it all changes.
I typed my name, and Ancestry opened the door to the world's largest online collection of family history records. Discover your story today at Ancestry.com.
This week on the Weather Channel Mornings, we're tracking a major winter storm that could bring torrential rain or snow to much of the country, affecting the plans for millions of holiday travelers. Stay weather ready this holiday, all this week on Wake Up with Al and America's Morning Headquarters, only on the Weather Channel Mornings.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, generally cloudy, high 74. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Slight chance of a rain shower, low 69. Friday, overcast with rain showers at times, high 78. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
The Weather Channel unearths the investigations, the mysteries.
Nobody was flying the plane.
Why planes crash. Mondays at 9, here on the Weather Channel.
No chest-beating monologues about engine size, horsepower, or performance. No anthemic soundtracks to stir the soul. Just a Ram Heavy Duty that can carry more weight than any other heavy-duty truck. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
Sir, we're going to need you on the runway.
TheraFlu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. TheraFlu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. TheraFlu, serious power.
This is the winter scene in Michigan. People in Greenville, about 25 miles northeast of Grand Rapids, had a white Christmas Eve. They had between 1 and 3 inches of snow, and just look at that. Coming down, open up, try to catch a snowflake. But with warming temperatures, the snow's not going to be around too long. You're also going to be dealing with some wind, but the winds will make it feel colder than it actually is. Let's take a look right now at the blustery conditions along the Great Lakes, and that's what we're going to look at right now. We're going to show you where some of the blusteriest, some of the strongest winds are going to be. And we're looking here at the high wind warning. That's the dark purple in here. That's some of the stronger winds and the wind advisory. So basically, these are the areas expect windy conditions. That's the bottom line here. Because of that departing area of low pressure, we're seeing the winds come in and around. You can see the arrows, the direction they're coming from. Watertown, 22, 21 mile an hour winds in Buffalo. And some parts of New York, wind gusts more than 60 miles an hour have been reported. And you can see some of the windiest places will be around this pink. That's over the waterways, and some of the higher elevations going to be very windy going through the rest of the afternoon. 35 to 40 mile an hour winds will be common in Watertown, Buffalo, so we're going to have to watch out for that. And again, it's going to make it feel cooler than it is. Alex?
Chris, look at Atlanta. Sunshine over the city. It's been since Saturday since we've seen the sunshine. It's been cloudy. Right now, mid-40s. High today will make it into the low 50s. A little breezy at times with winds around 13 miles per hour. Rain showers are back just in time for the weekend in the southeast, so enjoy the sunshine while you're seeing it now. It is not going to be sticking around with us forever. Places like Atlanta will get in on the rain showers, especially Saturday night and into Sunday. And for some reason, my clicker's taking a holiday vacation. So maybe, Alan, you could help me out with this and run it for me. There we go. We've got the clouds working offshore. Atlanta seeing some sunshine, still a little bit of low cloud cover into parts of Tennessee, western North Carolina. But off towards the west, that system that's bringing snow to parts of the west today, that's going to be working east and offer us up some wet weather across the southeast. That jet stream dives off towards the south. Cold front moves east. Out ahead of that, that moisture will be pulled northward out over the southeast, and that's going to result in rain and thunderstorms for the coming days. Atlanta, Saturday night, Sunday, and Sunday night, all rain. Temperatures pretty mild. Saturday night, low 50s, mid 60s on Sunday, with lows only dropping into the low 50s Sunday night. But Chris, the rain stays around.
And Alex, you know what? It's become a bit of a New Year's tradition. The NHL Winter Classic will be played outside again on New Year's Day. This year it will be played in our nation's capital at the Washington National Stadium. And already, see here, they're getting ready. They're prepping the rink earlier this week, and this game has been a lot of fun to watch and be a part of the last few years. And they're going to take a look right now at where we have the potential for seeing some winter weather. This is next week on New Year's Eve. The winter weather is going to feel like winter. There's not going to be a lot of it falling from the sky, not a lot of snow in the southwest and around the Great Lakes. That's going to be your best chance for seeing some snow. And for your New Year's Day forecast, you'll have to really keep an eye on things. If your plans take you throughout parts of the Mid-South all the way down to Dallas, there could be a bit of a wintry mess. We're saying could be because it's still a week away. And that right now, based on the best science and guidance we have, that looks like there's going to be a wintry mix, but we have to fine-tune the details with that as we get closer to that time period.
And we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep you posted, of course. And we've got more ahead for you this morning on our special Christmas edition of Weather Center Live.
We're going to take a look at the next couple of days where we could see more of this. We'll let you know in some places where there could be a foot of snow on the ground.
How about that?
This is Pete. Pete is helping his aunt move, so he's not thinking about tires right now. But if he were, all he'd need to know is TireRack.com. He could view the complete selection of Continental tires at TireRack.com. Then he'd have the confidence to drive safely in any weather. But Pete's not thinking about tires. Pete's thinking it would have been nice if his aunt had mentioned the Minor Bird. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal, until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Check.
Energizer protects your devices from damaging leaks, guaranteed.
Check out all these airline seats. Lots of them, right? But when you try to get one by using your travel rewards card miles, those seats mysteriously vanish. Why? All the flights you want are blacked out, or they hit you up for some outrageous number of miles. Switch to the Venture card from Capital One. With Venture, use your miles on any airline, any flight, anytime. No blackout dates. And with every purchase, you'll earn unlimited double miles. Now we're getting somewhere. What's in your wallet?
We're back. Sunday, old habits die hard.
I thought Grandma said she don't want you licking any more rocks.
What happens on the mountain stays on the mountain. And danger lurks.
Did you hear something?
On the cardway.
Can you read this for me?
We invited 29 people to test their vision.
I can't read this at all. Here, try Adlin's Adjustables.
Awesome.
You just turn the little wheels.
As you're turning the knob, things just like come into view.
Wow.
I love that you can adjust it for whatever you're doing.
P-O-T-E-Z. Oh, yes, this is great.
I mean, I can't believe it, actually, that I'm adjusting the glasses to my eyesight.
I can read a book. I can read the signs at the train station. I can get a better look at you. What if I told you they were only $29.99?
Okay, I wouldn't believe you. I'd say you're lying. Oh, wow, I'd get like 3 pairs.
Can I buy them now?
29 people experienced a new way to help them see. For $29.99, you can see for yourself. And they make a great gift. Call 800-568-ADLENS or visit adlens.com. That's 800-568-2353. Order now.
Shipping and even pay the return postage. Try NoNo risk-free today.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, generally cloudy, high 74. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Slight chance of a rain shower, low 69. Friday, overcast with rain showers at times, high 78. Chance of rain, 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
We know a lot of you plan to hit the slopes for the Christmas holiday, like this little one at Snow Mountain Ranch in Colorado. This is about 80 miles northwest of Denver.
What a beautiful day.
Absolutely. In Denver, you're actually going to see some snow this afternoon and into tonight. Yeah, little guy will be going again.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Those are good. Adjusting the helmet there, dialing it in, following the lead skier, picking the line, heading down.
I don't know what any of that means. I've gone skiing once. I know pizza slice because I did it the whole time.
Oh.
And I did yard sale. That's what they told me.
You did
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it your first time you had a yard sale?
Yeah, because I went down a blue square, which is like intermediate, I guess, and the snow machine was on and snow got in my eyes, so I just stopped looking and kind of went like that and
So the pizza slice is the snow plow.
Right.
You put your skis together to kind of moderate your speed.
That's what I like to do on the green circles.
And then a yard sale is after you crash, it looks like you're having a yard sale because all your stuff is everywhere.
Everyone was so nice, and thank you all for helping me collect all that stuff.
Let's go ahead right now and take a look at the winter weather update where there will be snow. That's what we're talking about, the winter weather portion of today's weather. And we're looking at snow right now in Cheyenne.
Yeah, Cheyenne, Wyoming, one of the spots where the snow is coming down now. Denver, you're going to get in on the snow later, so wait for it. Also, Salt Lake City, we've been looking at our cameras there. They've got the snow, parts of eastern Idaho as well, and central Wyoming getting in on some of those heavier bursts of snow.
So that's the area of low pressure that's going to produce this going through time. Winter Storm Eris bringing that snow to Denver overnight hours tonight into the morning, and more snow for the mountains. And watch it move into the Midwest now, into the plains, and then over into the upper Midwest. We're going to be dealing with snow.
Minneapolis tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. You're going to see some snow showers there and into parts of Wisconsin. Here's what we're looking at by the time all is said and done.
The purple, some cases up to around a foot of snow.
So let it snow. And you know what? When we talk about snow, we saw a lot of it in 2014.
Yes, we did. And as part of our year-end wrap-up, meteorologist Reynolds Wolf takes a look at the top 5 snow events.
Lots of winter in 2014, but just what stands out? And why?
We picked the top 5 events mainly because of the personality these storms had. They had to have either a regional or national scale impact or something really out of the ordinary.
Our number 5.
Coming down right now, I'd estimate around 3 inches an hour.
A lake effect 1-2 punch. We saw historic amounts of snowfall for November in the upstate New York area, as much as 7 feet from 2 rounds of lake effect.
Holy cow! Like, I can't believe how deep this snow is.
Numerous trees and some roofs gave way under the weight of the snow. And driving? It was not going to happen. Number 4, Winter Storm Leon. The deep south went into deep freeze, Leon crippling 2 major southeastern cities, Atlanta and Birmingham.
I've been here 2 hours, about an hour to get out of the parking lot, and about an hour to sit and go maybe 5 cars.
Known as Snow Jam 2014, gridlock stranded thousands of motorists for as long as 20 hours. Number 3, Winter Storm Titan. Snow, sleet, ice, rain, and flooding. Titan's impacts began on the West Coast with heavy rains in drought-stricken areas of California and the Southwest. Los Angeles, more than 4.5 inches of rain, the most the city saw since March of 2011. Titan then pummeled a good chunk of the country.
It was another day of misery here in the Midwest.
All the way to the East Coast with snow, sleet, and ice. 20 states in all were impacted. Number 2, Winter Storm Maximus. Maximus lived up to its name, impacting 33 states with ice and snow.
Too much snow, too wet. We've had enough for the year.
It had an exceptionally long track from coast to coast, with more than a foot of snow out west and up to a foot from the Central Plains to the Northeast. And our number 1 pick from 2014.
The number 1 storm I looked at was Winter Storm Hercules. This was a long track storm that at one point affected over 60 million people.
Hercules brought Boston its biggest snow of the year, over a foot, with coastal flooding.
Guys, it is brutal here. 1 degree right now in Boston.
And that's our top 5 snow events for 2014. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf.
And with that, we look at Chicago. Did not get snow, but they got the wind today.
You can see the flags blowing right there on Michigan Avenue over the river, the Chicago River.
This program brought to you by Progressive. Join over 3 million drivers who switched to Progressive last year.
Nailed it. You're right, that was really easy. I know, I told you so. On Progressive.com, you can compare our Progressive Direct rates with our competitors' rates, so shopping is easy. You don't sound like Flo. Yeah, I do.
Who are you talking to?
What?
What's on your hand?
My wedding ring. Symbol of our love and understanding.
Comparing rates for you. Now that's Progressive.
Nailed it.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This is Flex Shot.
the easy way to caulk, bond, and seal virtually everything.
And it's so easy to use. Simply push the trigger to make quick repairs with pinpoint accuracy. FlexShot fills huge cracks and holes, making everything completely waterproof.
FlexShot comes out nice and thick. It fills in large cracks and holes, and when you stop, it stops. And it dries to this, a super tough, stretchy rubber. It expands and contracts.
Water gushes out of this huge hole. But after it's sealed with FlexShot, there's absolutely no leaks. That's amazing. FlexShot is a super strong adhesive. It's ideal for all your repairs.
To show you the strength of FlexShot, I'm going to blast holes in that boat with this cannon. Ready? Look at all this damage, and we're going to repair it using FlexShot. FlexShot sealed every hole. Imagine what you can do with the power of FlexShot.
This incredible formula lasts up to 30 years and is mildew resistant, perfect for kitchens and baths.
Messy caulks dry out. What a waste. But with FlexShot, there's no waste. You can use it over and over again.
You can get FlexShot for just $19.99. Plus, we'll include this extension tube. But wait, we're going to double your order. That's 2 cans of FlexShot. Plus, I'll throw in a free handy can of FlexSeal, the easy way to stop leaks fast. You get it all for just $19.99. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-738-4541. That's 1-800-738-4541. Or go to FlexShotTVOffer.com. This offer is not available in stores, so call or click now.
This week on the Weather Channel Mornings, we're tracking a major winter storm that could bring torrential rain or snow to much of the country, affecting the plans for millions of holiday travelers. Stay weather ready this holiday. All this week on Wake Up with Al and America's Morning Headquarters, only on the Weather Channel Mornings.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, generally cloudy, high 74. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Friday, overcast with rain showers at times. High 78. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
It was a mad dash to the stores last night for some folks in Salt Lake City. But look what they got to see. Gorgeous sunset around that jam-packed parking lot.
Yeah, beautiful scene there with the mountains in the distance. Snow, though, starting to fall overnight. Would have made things a little bit more maybe festive, but difficult to get around if it was happening last night. Winter storm warning in effect until noon tomorrow, and we're looking at maybe 3 to 6 inches depending on which part of the greater Salt Lake City you're in. And let's take a look live now.
Ooh, how about that?
Salt Lake City, snow on the roof and snow in the air.
It's like a snow globe. Thank you, Salt Lake City, for putting us all in the Christmas spirit, and we thank you for staying with us here on Weather Center Live. I'm Alex Wilson.
And Merry Christmas. I'm Chris Warren.
We've got to start talking about Buffalo, one of the spots that I think a lot of people thought would see a white Christmas, but instead it's a windy Christmas.
Hard to see the wind from this vantage point because you're not going to get the buildings themselves blowing around. But if there were flags up here, they'd likely be whipping around. So we have had reports of some very strong winds north of Buffalo and North Tonawanda. 67-mile-an-hour wind gust reported with this, and there are power outages. So Christmas morning, a lot of customers without power in New York State. New York State Electric and Gas reporting 1,500, a little bit more than that, without power. Customers without power. And it's blustery. It's windy. Also, those winds causing some issues here. The strong winds, we say non-thunderstorm. It's the persistent winds associated with the bigger system. Several power poles sheared off, wires down along Niagara-Orleans County line. So we're seeing those strong winds doing some damage and causing power outages. This is a look at some of the areas most likely to be seeing some of the strongest winds. Pennsylvania and New York, and you can see here right along the lake, that's where you're getting some of the strongest winds coming off of the lakes. This is the wind stream, so you can kind of watch the direction that these winds are going around this big area of low pressure. And right now, winds in Buffalo around 20 to 25 miles an hour. So the Great Lakes, blustery. Here's that area of low pressure. You can see that spin in there as it goes across, and then around the backside of it, that's where you're getting the winds, some of the strongest winds. This is a forecast now of what the winds are going to be doing going through time. And 40-mile-an-hour winds in Watertown, in Buffalo. Cleveland is going to be blustery, but you get outside of the darkest blues and the purples, and that's more of the breezy category. You get into those darker blues, it's windy. It's a windy and blustery day. Detroit, it's going to be dry, right? No rain in here, and temperatures are going to look like they're relatively mild for this time of year. But the winds, Alex, we know, make it feel a lot cooler than what the thermometer reads.
Yes, they do, and we got to talk about the snow side of this because Santa did bring snow to some areas. Denver, you're going to get in on it, but you got to wait a little bit. Don't have the snow now. Snow working in later today. Winter weather advisory takes effect at 5 o'clock, and this is part of Winter Storm Eris. So let's talk about Eris and who's seeing the snow now. We showed you Salt Lake City off the top of the block, and they've got snow falling along with parts of Wyoming right now. Denver, you are snow free. Got to head up towards the north, closer to the Fort Collins area before we see any of that snow, but it's really further to the north throughout Wyoming where we've got plenty of flakes flying. Afternoon and evening hours for Denver, though, you will see those flakes flying, snow and snow showers for the second half of your day. Here's the radar. There's Wyoming. Some of these darker blues show where we've got the heavier snow falling. Parts of South Dakota, especially western South Dakota, eastern Idaho, and around the Salt Lake City area. Snow for your Christmas morning. Christmas Day, there's the forecast. Plenty of snow across parts of the Intermountain West. We get into Christmas night. We begin to see that into South Dakota, even a bit of Minnesota and Wisconsin. That's where we'll see most of the snow focus tomorrow, from Colorado up into the upper Midwest. North Platte, parts of Nebraska will also be seeing the snow. And by the time all is said and done, some areas could see as much as a foot of snow. That darker purple just to the north of Denver, that's where we could see up to a foot of snow. Also a little bit of Utah included within that. 5 to 8 inches, though, anywhere you see that lavender color. And here's a closer look at the Denver area where we do expect 5 to 8 inches. Up towards Boulder, up to a foot, Chris.
And Alex, on this Christmas morning, people in parts of Mississippi are still dealing with the aftermath of tornadoes that destroyed homes and businesses and killed 4 people earlier this week. But there's also celebration now as we're hearing more and more stories of survival after the very strong tornadoes tore through. 2 people were killed in Columbia where an EF3 tornado hit. 165-mile-per-hour winds were estimated in Columbia with a 12-mile swath of destruction. Some tornado survivors are extra thankful on this Christmas morning.
Just everything was, like I say, whenever I saw the glass bust out of the front office, that's whenever I hit the floor. And all of a sudden, I could feel the pressure was just amazing on the inside. I mean, everything seemed like it was about to blow, and it literally did. Seemed like forever, but it was probably about 2 minutes that it lasted.
And in Laurel, Mississippi, an EF2 tornado with winds estimated around 125 miles per hour also killed 2 people. And now clear skies after the storms, maybe a few clouds in some areas in Dallas, New Orleans, Atlanta. Some sunshine as we look live at all 3 of these. However, these cities will be seeing rain again as early as tomorrow and or into the weekend. Here's a look at that soggy weekend forecast in the southeast. And looking right now in the southeast, you look for the green. The green shows us where the rain is, and a little bit offshore, but that's it, just off the coast. That's going to change. This is a look at the pattern, how it's setting up. Jet stream diving south. You have this moisture that comes in ahead of the front, and then that front ramming into that moisture, lifting the air. That's when you're going to get the rain, and we're going to see that rain on Saturday with some storms for Dallas, and then much of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, up to Nashville. In fact, all the way up into the Northeast by Sunday. You know, if you're in Savannah, Charleston, you're going to stay dry through the weekend. But we're going to watch this rain march across the next few days. And in Atlanta, Saturday night, Sunday, and Sunday night, it is going to be on the wet side. However, mild. Temperatures will be in the mid-60s for Atlanta. And as far as traveling goes, if your plans take you through the south, this is our forecast for possible delays on Saturday. Looking at moderate delays there in New Orleans and in Houston with the threat of some thunderstorms, Alex.
Wow, thunderstorms to chilly temps. We are talking about Arctic air back for parts of the plains. Temperatures right now, not terrible. We've got 20s and 30s for many, but when we look north of the border, that's where we see the really cold air, and that is going to be headed our way. Right now, minus 35 in Yellowknife, minus 24 in Fort McMurray. This Arctic air going to creep southward into the U.S. as we get into early next week. Take a look at those lavenders, those purples heading down, and a lot of these spots are looking at highs 10, 20, even 30 degrees below average for this time of year. Those highs are going to be very cold. Monday, Billings is 3. That's 30 degrees below average. Rapid City, nearly 30 degrees below average on Tuesday with a high of 6-0 in Denver. About 40 degrees below average for you. Denver, you're 20 degrees below average on Wednesday. Minneapolis in the upper teens. For Minneapolis, look at these highs. 26 Saturday, 25 Sunday. Then we have teens, even low teens. 10 your high early next week. Denver, you go from 30s this weekend to 0 for a high on Tuesday. Chris.
Alex, there were some amazing moments in weather this year. Cars, in some cases, floating through flooded downtown streets, neighborhoods buried in 7 feet of snow. We're going to show you the year's most extreme weather next. And after that, your New Year's forecast. Let you know how 15 is shaping up.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, generally cloudy, high 74. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Slight chance of a rain shower, low 69. Friday, overcast with rain showers at times, high 78. Chance of rain, 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
No pictures of trucks pulling boats. No photos of men working on ranches. Just a Ram 1500 Eco Diesel that gets 156 more miles per tank than the Ford F-150 EcoBoost. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
Did you get the chips for the party?
Nope.
Cheese plate?
Cheese plate. No, I made something better.
You use the oven?
Boom.
Pillsbury Crescents. Make the holidays pop.
Sweetie, I'd love a hazelnut.
Mom, Dad, Big Uncle Wayne.
Hot chocolate.
Green tea.
Decaf, cuz.
Wow.
I'm dying for Nurple tea.
The all-new Keurig 2.0.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
All right, listen up. Out on that field today, you will be ready for anything. And I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
There's a team that makes a real difference in the world. Join the team that makes a difference.
Welcome back. Big news from Beverly Hills. Celebrity plastic surgeon Dr. Andrew Ordon has discovered an anti-aging breakthrough called Fill and Freeze. And he's giving away 1 million bottles free.
I've spent nearly 30 years looking for an effective, instant breakthrough to reduce the appearance of wrinkles that can be applied topically instead of with surgery or invasive medical techniques. And I finally found it with Derm Exclusives Fill and Freeze.
Wow, I'm young again. I don't feel like an old lady. The lines are gone.
Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe it. It looks really good. It gives you a whole new confidence.
It definitely took 10 years off. If I went to a dermatologist here in the city, I would pay $300-400 for this.
I know you're wondering what Derm Exclusive can do for you. Well, you don't have to wonder. You can order it right now and try it for yourself absolutely risk-free. And here's how.
Call now during this special direct-to-consumer offer and you won't pay $120. Today, you can get your own instant results with Fill and Freeze for only $59. But that's not all. Today, we're taking another $20 off, so now you can get this instant wrinkle-removing miracle for the low price of only $39.95. And as part of our 1 million bottle giveaway, Dr. Ordon is including a second $60 bottle of Fill and Freeze free. That's nearly $120 of Fill and Freeze for only $39.95. Dr. Ordon will even include his MicroPure resurfacing pads, intensive repair serum, and Collagen Lift moisturizer, a $200 value free. Order now and we'll even upgrade your order to express delivery. That's a $15 value free. Plus, you even get to try it risk-free for 30 days with our money-back guarantee. But you must call to order. Call 1-800-730-7432. That's 1-800-730-7432. Order now.
Not in the state.
From entire towns flooding to snow crashing through homes, we have seen some extreme weather this year.
And some complete city shutdowns. Storm tracker Jim Cantori breaks down the top 5 extreme weather events of 2014.
Here in the United States, we have some of the wildest weather of any country in the world. And this year was no exception. So here are our top 5 most extreme weather events of 2014. Coming in at number 5, Hurricane Arthur. July 4th, Arthur was the first named storm of the 2014 Atlantic hurricane season. As a Category 2, Hurricane Arthur made landfall earlier than any other known hurricane in North Carolina history. 3 to 5 foot storm surge flooded the Outer Banks. On the sound side, it was also the first Category 2 to make landfall in the lower 48 since Ike in 2008. The city that is home to the Weather Channel was brought to a standstill, and it hits our list at number 4. It's known as the Atlanta Snow Jam. January 28th, only 2.5 inches of snow fell on the Atlanta metro area. And when everyone saw it, everyone left and headed home at the same time. Every major road and highway was clogged for hours. And as the roads turned to ice, thousands of cars and motorists were stranded in their tracks. 1,400 accidents, 175 injuries, and motorists trapped in their cars for up to 20 hours, just adding to the frustration. It was a summer of flooding in 2014, and one of the worst was in Detroit, which is number 3 on our list. August 12th, record-shattering rainfall. More than 4.5 inches fell that day, causing widespread flooding, shutting down highways and submerging houses and city streets. This ranks as the second rainiest day in the history of the Motor City, the wettest since 1925. With $1.8 billion in damages, it also ranks as one of the costliest disasters anywhere in the world in 2014. We had a quieter than average tornado season this year. As a matter of fact, it was the third one in a row. But it was a really rare tornado that lands at number 2 on our list. June 16th, a giant supercell producing twin EF4 tornadoes that tore through the Nebraska countryside, damaging or destroying more than 75% of the small town of Pilgrim. What was so impressive and unusual about this tornado supercell? 2 distinct, large, and long-lasting tornadoes at the same time that killed 2 and critically injured 16. And even though they are no stranger to events like this, coming in at number 1, the Buffalo Lake Effect snowstorm. November 18th through the 20th, lake effect snow literally buried areas of South Buffalo. Up to 7 feet of snow pushed its way into doorways and homes and completely covered vehicles. The wall of snow that barreled across Lake Erie came down fast and furious. At times, 5 inches an hour, paralyzing entire neighborhoods. These snowfall totals are second only to New York State's record of 102 inches, set back in 1966.
Whew. Yeah. There you have it. Well, you know, hopefully our 2014 does not end as wild as some of those events. And we've got to talk about the start of 2015. This is Thursday, January 1st.
And there will be some messy spots. And the best candidates for it right in here.
So we're talking southeast, a little bit of parts of the southern plains as well, perhaps some ice, some wintry mix, but really early on this, so we're going to be keeping a very close eye on it. We'll keep you posted.
And a lot of people like to keep close eyes on the Christmas lights and all the holiday lights during winter. Coming up, something you may not know about what these lights can do.
Yeah, we've got a brainstorm for you after your local on the 8th.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Looks like the Garcias got a new car.
What'd they get?
I don't know, but it's pretty nice. Maybe he got a raise.
Good for him.
Good for her.
The expectation-shattering Buick Enclave.
During the Buick Holiday event, make your best deal on an Enclave in stock the longest and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP. That's nearly $9,600 on this all-wheel drive 2015 Enclave. Hurry, this offer ends January 2nd.
Oh my God, here it comes!
This thing is getting bigger and bigger. Mother Nature can absolutely change people.
I'm ready to get out of here and create a new track.
This is a tornado emergency. Oh my God!
It was hard to believe weather could do that.
Never seen anything like this in my life.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, generally cloudy, high 74. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Slight chance of a rain shower, low 69. Friday, overcast with rain showers at times, high 78. Chance of rain, 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
I've always loved exploring and looking for something better. That's the way I look at life, especially now that I live with a higher risk of stroke due to AFib, a type of irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. I was taking warfarin, but I wondered if I kept digging, could I come up with something better? My doctor told me about Eliquis for 3 important reasons. 1, in a clinical trial, Eliquis was proven to reduce the risk of stroke better than warfarin. 2, Eliquis had less major bleeding than warfarin. And 3, unlike warfarin, there's no routine blood testing.
Don't stop taking Eliquis unless your doctor tells you to, as stopping increases your risk of having a stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking Eliquis, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer than usual for any bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of bleeding, like unusual bruising. Eliquis may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
Those 3 important reasons are why Eliquis is a better find for me.
Ask your doctor today if Eliquis is right for you.
You don't need to think about the energy that makes our lives possible. Because we do. We're ExxonMobil, and powering the world responsibly is our job. Because boiling an egg isn't as simple as just boiling an egg. Life takes energy. Energy lives here.
I've seen hurricanes, floods, I've seen tornadoes. We give out Duracell batteries after the worst happens. And when the power's out for days, we stay with them. You might say they lost everything, but that's not what I see. I see a different kind of power. I saw it in Ruth, Adam, Tom. It's the power they have inside of them.
Hey, girl. Hey, can you help me move? Sure, but I can't use my hands.
I would, but my back is so bad.
Oh.
Well.
Hi, I'm moving.
No problem. The Xfinity Mover's Edge program makes it easy to stay connected to your TV, internet, and home phone when you move.
Thank you.
Finally get some help moving. Get your Xfinity services professionally installed on the date you choose. Or ask how you can take your equipment with you. Call 1-855-MOVE-EDGE or go online today.
Maxwell's is now open in the Driftwood Plaza of Jupiter. Gold, silver, coins, diamonds, jewelry, paintings, and objects of art. If you don't want it or wear it, sell it to Maxwell's. We buy and sell diamonds of all sizes, clarity, and condition up to 10 carats in size and above. We have decades of experience buying and selling gold, coins, diamonds, and objects of art. Maxwell's, located in the Driftwood Plaza on US 1 in Jupiter, Florida.
EV500 at Vistaprint.com.
I love my job.
Vistaprint.com.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
A big thank you this morning to the thousands who took part in our White Christmas poll on weather.com, where you voted on the 5 cities that were competing for the snowflake crown.
And right now, let's take a look at the results. And Buffalo has the biggest blue line.
But when we look at it, Chicago, you didn't get a white Christmas. Buffalo, you didn't get a white Christmas. None of them got a white Christmas.
Nope.
So I guess they all tied? Everybody's a winner?
That's a really good point.
Or I guess everybody.
So really what this is a popularity contest.
Buffalo, when it comes to snow,
they wanted it
You're
more.
pretty popular.
They wanted it more. Yeah. Or they thought they were going to get it more.
Yeah, and we were kind of talking about all that snow that they got, so everybody was like, oh, this is going to be easy. And then it was so warm, all the snow melted.
Oh, God. And, you know, you don't need snow in New York City. It's one of many cities where at Christmas time, it's magical.
You just feel it. I mean, I think it could be 75 degrees, and when you're looking at the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, you know it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Let's take a look right now at what else we're going to be seeing as far as the winter weather update goes and where there will be some more snow.
We've got snow into parts of Wyoming and Idaho. Salt Lake City has snow, and western Colorado as well. The deeper blues, that's where the snow's coming down a little bit harder.
And we see right, South Dakota, you're in the snow, not too far from Minneapolis. This is the setup right now as we track Winter Storm Eris right into the weekend. It's going to move out into the plains and in the Midwest, and in its wake, snow on the ground.
That's right, even into the northern Great Lakes, parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota, and even the UP of Michigan getting in on some of that snow.
And here's a look at that snow, the areas where you can expect it. There's going to be a lot of it in some cases right through tonight. And when this storm is out of here, we're going to be looking at quite a bit of snow. It's going to get out of the Rockies into the Midwest. In some cases, in the mountains, several inches of snow. And this time of year in the holidays, we're talking about how beautiful New York is. Right. But part of what makes it so beautiful are the lights on all the trees.
We've got our Georgia State Christmas tree in front of the governor's mansion. It's got those little twinkly lights. But you know, those mega displays could potentially alter chemical processes in your body. Our own Sam Champion sheds some light in this edition of Brainstorm.
Around the holiday season, our most outlandish home displays have been known to use up to 45,000 LED light bulbs. Now that's on par with the number of bulbs on New York's Rockefeller Center tree. And when they're displayed on a typical residential front lawn, concentrated in an area about 1,000 square feet, such a powerful nighttime light source can produce illuminance of up to 1,800 lux. Think about it, that's almost twice as bright as the visible sunshine on an overcast day. But don't worry about melting the snow. Despite this brightness, LED lights operate on average at just 1 degree above the ambient temperature, so they won't melt your snow-covered front lawn. But while their impact on the environment is minimal, LED Christmas lights can actually affect the human body, meaning they can keep you awake. Such excessive exposure to light during the nighttime can suppress sleeping hormones like melatonin by up to 50%. This can raise nighttime blood pressure by 20 points, which can be similar to the effect from drinking 3 cups of coffee. That's why you're awake. But elaborate Christmas displays can make you feel better. For example, they contribute to the production of serotonin. That's the neurotransmitter governing our sense of happiness. And during the holiday season, production of serotonin actually increases anyway, in up to 45% of all Americans.
And we want to wish you a bright and very Merry Christmas to you and your family this morning.
And we're going to be back in less than 2 minutes with a look at your 3-day forecast.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, generally cloudy, high 74. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy after midnight. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 69. Friday, overcast with rain showers at times. High 78. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
And happy holidays to you. A bonus weekend forecast for you right now.
Absolutely.
If you're traveling or shopping or
doing returns. Hope not too many of those returns. Hey, we've got rain showers across a good chunk of at least the eastern half of the country, Midwest all the way down to Gulf Coast, with some snow into parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Yeah, be careful on the roads here, 10, and also in the Pacific Northwest, there's going to be a little bit of action happening there.
Absolutely, but we are dry from San Francisco to LA to Phoenix, Denver, 30 degrees.
Still mild in the Northeast with 50s.
How about that? And Sunday, rain showers working in, a little cooler, but still in the mid-40s for places like New York City, mid-60s in Atlanta with rain.
But much colder, though, into Chicago. Keep in mind, that's your high temperature, 33 degrees. Minneapolis, 25.
And some snow out into parts of the west, coastal sections of Washington and Oregon. Rain showers as well. 59 in Phoenix. That'll feel like late December, right?
Yes, it will. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas day and have a happy and safe weekend.
See ya.
Next on Prospectors.
Let's hit it. Let's go do this.
Mining season begins on Mount Antero.
You might literally be feet away from millions of dollars.
Can't believe we're back.
At 12,500 feet, Amanda Adkins digs on one of the most dangerous claims on the mountain.
My highest hopes are that I get to live through another digging season. Travis, you lead, you're quicker. This is a digger killer. We need to get out of here. Run.
60 miles east in Lake George.
Those are gunshots going off, and it's not hunting season either.
Gunshots put Rich Freddard on high alert.
You just don't know about people. You really don't.
And the Doris family, who found over $1 million in crystals last season.
Marks the spot.
Hopes for a repeat.
That one is awesome.
And on Mount White, meet Dwayne Hall.
When you're prospecting, you're looking for it. We're done looking. We found it.
Who, after a 9-hour, 5,000-foot climb, hits pay dirt.
Oh, my God!
They're Rocky Mountain treasure hunters.
Oh, look at that, look at that.
It's Jimmy.
Looking to strike it rich.
Yes.
But the quest for gems comes at a cost. Weather, rock slides, and greed make this a deadly game.
Take cover!
They are the extreme fortune seekers known as prospectors.
I think you're looking up more in the $250,000 range.
Holy cow!
In the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, at 14,000 feet above sea level, winter reigns supreme for 9 months.
Over the winter, the place gets put into a deep freeze.
Not only did we have an early winter up there, we had a really big winter.
We had a lot of snow and a lot of ice.
On Mount Antero, snow and ice have shut out prospectors from the highest gem fields in North America.
You've been waiting 9 months, you know. It's all you think about.
Early summer brings the thaw.
The miners are just like a bunch of horses in a starting gate.
And starts the countdown for those who dare brave this mountain to make their fortune in rare gems.
Road's open. It's go time. It's time to get up to Antero and start our season.
Among the first up Mount Antero is Amanda Adkins, a veteran prospector who has returned to make her mark on the mountain.
Today is the first day I get to be back up on Mount Antero. I'm so excited to get back to work, get back to doing what I was meant to do.
Amanda's a real powerful woman.
Looks good.
She's one of the most active, one of the best diggers in Colorado.
Can't believe we're back.
She can handle Antero better than most men.
I have a new mining partner this season, Travis Sanderson. Mining partners can be high turnover. You know, they get held at gunpoint once, and that's enough for most normal people.
Travis has his own history with Mount Antero and fellow miner Steve Brancato. Last season, Steve made Travis move a boulder for safety reasons.
Yeah, come on!
The boulder crushed Travis's pocket that was producing big riches.
Holy.
I was into a pocket that was producing, and you dump a big rock on top of it. You up.
Get the off my mill site. Don't come back.
Their 2-year partnership ended.
Yeah, Trav and I have reconciled our differences. He's moved on with Amanda, which is fine.
If we get camp put together in time today, we might get a chance to do some digging. I really got a good feeling this year.
I still like the guy. When I look over at Amanda versus over at Steve Brancato, I like the scenery a lot better.
Down in the nearby town of Salida, one miner is selling his final sack of last year's gems in order to fund a new season. The old man of the mountain, Dwayne Hall.
This is my 15th year. I wasn't doing good at all gold panning, so I decided to try it up there. When I find an aqua, it's gold fever multiplied by 20. I would describe Dwayne as kind of an artist gone mad. He does come across as a Kentucky hillbilly because he is. Hey, Mark.
Hey, guys.
Are you lucky or not?
Yeah. We got a little bit to show you. There's a little something for you. How many carats do we got? What else you got? Where's the good stuff?
The rest of it is in the hole.
Last year, Dwayne harvested over $25,000 in aquamarine and aims for even more this year.
When we go back up, this should be full of those.
He's also got a more personal goal of training up his mining partner, Justin Morrison.
I'm not going to be able to do it but for another year or two. I'm teaching Justin to teach my grandson to just keep this legacy alive.
I'm a buyer at 500. That's 10 a carat. All right.
The Colorado State gemstone is aquamarine. That's the prize. The big money is in the aqua.
Keep bringing it in, all right?
As paydays go, 500 isn't bad. But that pales in comparison to what the Doris family found last season.
That can't be.
Last year, the Doris family found major Amazonite and smoky quartz pockets, or cavities, that could ultimately be worth over $1 million.
This could be the finest Amazonite pocket ever found in the world.
The markets for these historic finds are high-end collectors and museums. But the work to get these specimens to market is meticulous.
That's a good rock I just put together. Real good rock.
9 months after filling